Namaste folks. Diwali, the festival of lights, is upon us. And what better occasion to delve into the luminous world of words related to, you guessed it, light. We'll discuss the word light itself as well as words like luminosity, sparkle and flash. What are their exact meanings, their origins? What are some of the examples of their usage? All this and more coming up. Do keep watching. But first, if you haven't already, do subscribe to The English Nut on YouTube, X, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you. Let me start by wishing you all a Diwali as enlightening as the tales behind these words. First up, the word light. Light is visible, radiant energy, the natural agent that stimulates sight and makes things visible. Light comes from sources such as the sun, moon, fire, and lamps. It is the radiant energy that graces our eyes, painting the world around us. The soft light of the morning sun filtered through the curtains. Leonard Cohen was a Canadian singer-songwriter. I love his poetic lyrics. Here are a few lines from the song Anthem, which has an interesting perspective on light and cracks. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. We think of cracks as bad things, but if they allow the light to get in, they must have some merit. To me, the lyrics are about embracing our imperfections, something we could think of doing this Diwali. Here's a quote from Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers of the United States. "A candle loses nothing when it lights another candle." Isn't it a beautiful sentiment? Helping others less fortunate than ourselves is something we could consider doing in the festive season. It does not diminish us. We gain happiness from such an act. While we celebrate light, there is something to be said for darkness too. American author Og Mandino wrote, "I will love the light, for it shows me the way. Yet I'll endure the darkness because it shows me the stars." Luminosity. In astronomy, it means the intrinsic brightness of a celestial object. The luminosity of stars is a measure used by astronomers. The word comes from the French luminosité and Latin luminositas. In a broader sense, luminosity is about producing or reflecting bright light, referring to things that appear to shine. It is the quality of being luminous. The shafts of sunlight that broke through the clouds gave everything a shimmering luminosity. The moon gave a ghostly luminosity to the abandoned building. The acrylic colors he used gave a luminosity to the painting. In a figurative sense, luminosity can mean the quality of being intellectually brilliant, enlightened, or inspired. The luminosity of her poetry touched me to the core. American author Maya Geddes wrote in her book Love Letters to the World, "I try to live in the luminosity of things." And the 13th century Persian poet Jalaluddin Rumi said, "Look carefully around you and recognize the luminosity of souls. Sit beside those who draw you to that." To sparkle means to shine with many small points of light. The snow sparkled under the winter sun. The word suggests countless moving points of bright light. I rowed my boat, entranced by the sparkling water. Her jewels sparkled under the chandelier. Her eyes sparkled with joy, as if reflecting the fireworks she was watching. If you say that a person sparkles, you mean they are lively, intelligent, and witty, vivacious. Our hostess sparkled with wit and charm. Vamika Gabbi is sparkling in front of the camera. There is a sparkle in her performance as Charlie Chopra. According to actress Zeenat Aman, it is inherent in every girl to want that extra sparkle in her eyes. American fashion designer Kate Spade said, "She leaves a little sparkle wherever she goes." Feminist author Shahla Khan wrote, "Every woman in this world wears a little sparkle, some in their dress and some in their eyes. And my favorite, British food writer Ella Woodward's quote, "When life gives you Monday, dip it in glitter and sparkle all day." Flash, it means a sudden short burst of bright light, to shine in a bright but brief or intermittent way. It can also mean a sudden short burst or display of joy, wit, or excitement. The flash of fireworks lit up the darkened sky. Her eyes flashed with excitement when she received the wonderful Diwali gift from her boyfriend. The idea for the book came to me in a flash. Flash rhymes with a bunch of other verbs that also mean forceful movement that comes to a quick end. Dash, lash, crash, slash, clash, gash, bash, splash, smash. The common factor in the construction of these words is ash. Now let's look at the first part of the word flash. The FL in flash is also there in other words referring to quick movement. Flee, fly, flicker, and flutter. So when FL combines with ash to create flash, it seems just the right word to convey the sense of that brief burst of light. Henri Poincaré, French mathematician and theoretical physicist, said, "Thought is only a flash between two long nights, but this flash is everything." Michael Ender, writer of fantasy and children's fiction, said, "Calendars and clocks exist to measure time, but that signifies little because we all know that an hour can seem as eternity or pass in a flash, according to how we spend it." This quote reminds me of the saying, "A watched pot never boils." If you're waiting impatiently for something to happen, time certainly doesn't pass in a flash. Nikola Tesla, the Serbian-American inventor and futurist, said, "In a time not distant, it will be possible to flash any image formed in thought on a screen and render it visible at any place desired." Tesla was right, wasn't he? With the way technology is moving, we can almost do that already. Light, luminosity, sparkle, flash. I hope you enjoyed the tales of these words. As we light up our homes and hearts this Diwali, let's also light up our minds with the richness of language. After all, words like diyas have the power to dispel darkness. Happy Diwali. I'm the English Nut. Bye for now.